Welcome. And welcome everybody to Susan's party. She's our hostess today. And I want her to come up here because I want to thank her for having these lovely ladies come to our home today. And I always start off giving a little gift to my hostess so they can get jealous immediately. So anyway, I have the salt and pepper shakers that you had picked out as your extra thank you gift when you hosted your party. And then I have some little mini snack cups for you. Ooh. And have y'all ever seen little mini salt and pepper shakers? These are so hard to get. She gets a set of these as well. Yay. So I want everybody to give our hostess a hand. I'm so excited to be here today. Now what we're going to do today is we're going to do a microwave cooking class. And today we're preparing a whole chicken in the microwave with some Alfredo noodles and a salsa and chipotle dip. So I'm going to have all you ladies help me so I don't have to do all the work. So first of all, I wanted to just show you what we did. I actually prepared ahead of time a whole chicken in our stack cooker. And the way I prepared it is I took the whole chicken, I cleaned it, and I patted it dry so it doesn't have a lot of excess water. And I put a half an onion into the cavity of the chicken and seasoned it with Tupperware's chipotle seasoning. And we have 3 seasonings in Tupperware. We have our Southwest chipotle seasoning, which we're going to be using quite a bit today. We have our cinnamon vanilla and also our Italian herb. So anyway, I'm going to pass around and let you see what the chicken looks like. And did I tell you I put the half onion into the cavity of it? Yes. Just to give it that extra flavor? So I have Susie. And that it was a 4-pound chicken, and it took about 28 minutes. So, and you want to probably not go over like a 4.5 pound because it gets really too big for the casserole dish. So maybe 4.5, a little bit, no more than 5. So we did that. And now I'm going to have somebody come up here. I'm going to talk about the pasta maker. How many people have seen the new pasta maker with Tupperware? And this has just been a wonderful product that I use at home because I don't have to no longer wait till the water boils in the pot on the stove. It has a built-in strainer, so I'm able just to take it right out of the microwave, right to the sink, and drain it out. So what we did today, let me show you this. It has, if you look in the light, it's hard to see, there's 1, 3, and 5 servings on one side, and there's 2, 4, and 6 servings on the other. Now this is about a pound of pasta, so it comes up to the pasta line, which is about a 6 serving. So what I do is I look in here, I see that the pasta came up to 6 servings on the pasta line. Now I'm going to have Cynthia take it to get water in here, and I want her to put it up on the water line right above that 6. So that's where the water line goes. So what she's going to do is she's going to put that in the microwave and for 12 to 14 minutes. I'm going to leave it because we have to use it uncovered. You don't want to put the top on the pasta maker because it'll boil over. So she's going to put the water in there, put it in there. Now when she takes it out of the microwave, I always tell my hostess and customers to, when you open the microwave and you see those little strainer holes on the front, I tell them just to kind of turn it to the back because I don't want them to burn themselves. So you put this arrow pointing over that strainer so when they pull it out of the microwave, it's kind of away from them and that steam is not hitting them. And then they can just take it right to the sink and just drain it out. So we're going to do that other step now. But what we're going to do now is we're going to make a salsa. How many people have ever made a salsa? Or how many people own a Quick Chef? These are wonderful because I use it for, have you ever used the choppers that you pound up and down? Everybody says yes. Don't like them. This is so much quicker and so much easier to use. Let me just explain the different ways you can use it. First of all, it has a triple blade in it. So our old chopper had, a double blade. It has this triple one, so it's really fast. You can chop onion, you can chop potatoes, you can chop, you can chop anything in here, even bell pepper. If I make a chicken salad, I chop my chicken breast in here, and also boiled eggs. So it's just really easy to use. We're going to chop our onion in there, but I also want to show you our chop and prep, because I use this even sometimes more than I use the larger one. This is great when you're going to make like an individual chicken salad, or I think it's working now. Okay, let's put it in. Now, if I'm going to make like an individual chicken salad, or I'm going to make like an omelet, what I do is I chop my stuff in here. If I want to cut up a little bit of green onion, I put it in here and chop it. If I want to do a little bit of mushrooms, a boiled egg, I also do the chopping with that. So what we're going to do is I want you to see how both of them are used.
Diane, how long can you pasta?
I would put it in for like 13.
Okay.
It can take anywhere from 12 to 14 minutes for your pasta. And I'm going to have one of our other guests come up and try this. Jennifer? And I call it our little lawnmower because all you're doing is pulling a little string. Get it started. And all you have to do is probably pull it about 4 or 5 times, and it just pops that onion so fast. Yeah, it's pretty good right there. So if you look at it right there, she'll kind of pass it around to see. And if you do it any more than that, you basically have like minced onion because it's so quick. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to our salsa later. And now I'm going to have somebody come up and use our Quick Chef Pro. So it does have, like I said, triple blade for chopping. You also have a little rubber bottom at the bottom, so that's removable for cleaning. So if you're on the counter and you're chopping your stuff, it's not going to move all over. So that's a little rubber bottom you see that's removable. Then we also have a little whipping blade. And I use this for, I tell them if they were going to make like Hidden Valley Ranch dip and they want to use a little powder with the sour cream, they can replace it with that, and it's going to whip the stuff together. Also, they're going to do like a whipped cream topping, and they want to add cinnamon sugar. It's going to mix that together, so it's a great mixing blade. And then also we have our little basket, which I tell them I can make your like a small salad for yourself. You take your lettuce, put it in here right under the water, and it's a small salad spinner. You spin it. And you can do that also if you're doing the cilantro or parsley that has a lot of water. It takes all that excess water out of it. And then we have the funnel. So if you're actually making something and you want to add like lime juice or you want to add a little bit of water, there's some little measurements here. So when you're going to pour it and you want to measure it, you're going to turn your funnel back like that. That way when you put your liquid in here, it's not going to start going into the container. Then when you're ready for it to pour in, you turn it around to the other side and it releases it and goes in there. So now this is also removable, so you can actually clean it and actually store it. I store all this without the handle when I use mine. So why don't you add the onion in there? I forgot to tell you to wash your hands. And the funnel is removable, so you can actually close it off if you're not using it. So this is a great way to make quick salsa. If you're having guests unexpectedly, you can put this stuff together because it's usually stuff that you have in your kitchen, like canned tomatoes, onions, limes, and of course you want to carry our Southwest Chipotle seasoning. You can use this for making a sour cream dip, salsa. You can season your chicken or fish, so it's a great seasoning to have, which I always keep on hand. So if you need some right away, I always have this in stock that you can order from me. Okay. And now I'm going to have someone come and try our can opener, which I just love because this can opener actually, when you open it and take it off, there's no sharp edge. So you can actually take that same cover and put it right back on your can so you're ready to use it. Now, a lot of people get a little bit confused with how to use this, but what I do is just tell them between those two circles, put the lip of the can right between it, and then close it. Then you can open it up. And most of the time what happens is you start opening it, and they don't think they're doing anything because it doesn't even feel like you're actually cutting into the can.
I find that a lot of people were scared to pick it up and turn it. They're like, no, it's gonna fall.
Yeah,
No, it locks in.
All right, Sharon, and then the way you take the lid off is there's these two little prong things right here. You just put it onto the lip of the can and shut it again, just like you did. Now, can you lift that back? See how it opens? And you see that there's no sharp edge at all. So if you're not quite ready to use it, you can cover it back up. So we'll have you pour that all into the. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of our Southwest Chipotle seasoning out of our spice shaker, which you can actually, these come in sets of 4. You can either get 4 small ones or 4 large ones, and they actually have a shaker on one side, and you can pour out of the other. And it keeps your seasonings and stuff fresh longer, and also from getting to clump up and turn like a rock or something, so they work great. You also can purchase a carousel, which kind of sits on the countertop, and you can use, it can hold up to 8 on the top of your carousel and 8 at the bottom. So 16, no, not 8, 8 at the bottom, 8 at the top. So Jennifer or Sharon or who's having the, Lori, come on, Lori. And our measuring spoons and our measuring cups, actually Tupperware has 2 extra on each one. So if you buy the standard measuring cups or measuring spoons anywhere else like Walmart or Target, you're not going to get as many measurements as you will with the Tupperware. Also, whether you're left-handed or right-handed, there's spouts on both sides, so it's easy to use that. Also, it goes on a ring, so that way you don't lose your measuring spoons. So we're going to have you put 2 tablespoons into this. There you go. You can just pour over. And also our spatula, I use this for so many things. Of course, you can go up to 400 degrees when you're cooking, so it can take up to 400 degrees. But also, I like it to also cut in casseroles. It's a great casserole cutter, and I actually can serve it when I do microwave lasagna. I actually serve with it and cut with it, so it works great. Then I have our lime press, which I love for, with our lime press you can actually squeeze small lemons as well as limes if you're going to make margaritas, or if you're going to do any kind of limeade or lemonade, that you can actually squeeze in here, and it's very, very easy to use. So I'm going to have a couple ladies come up and try it. Also, when you're doing limes, I used to always do limes and I didn't feel like there was enough juice coming out of it, so I found that you roll them before you use them. So you just take your lime and you roll it, and you get the, all the juice you can probably get from it. What's that? No, I haven't. You can do that as well? How long does that, how long do you put it in for?
10 seconds.
But you just also can just feel it when you actually do that. You can feel that it's just softer, easier to cut through. And I'll have 2 ladies come up here and try our lime press. So you just see how much juice she's getting out of that lime press. And how easy is it to use, Cynthia?
It's real easy to use.
So you're not having to really strain and...
You're not cutting lime seeds.
Yeah, no lime seeds.
No lime seeds, too. It keeps that from happening.
It's very easy to mash that.
There you go. And on this salsa also you can add cloves of garlic, and you can use our garlic press, which works wonderful. And also if you like cilantro, you can actually throw some cilantro in there. It gives it a little extra taste. But we're just going to use just the lime today. So if you don't have a lime press, you really need to get one of these. These are wonderful. And we're going to have, I'm going to go ahead and stir up our salsa. How many people thought that was really easy to do? Just a quick, easy recipe. I don't think I've ever met one customer that did not fall in love with the salsa. They think it's delicious, so.